So our first presenter today is somebody I had the pleasure of meeting a couple months ago now, who's been working through the accelerator. For anybody who bikes, this is going to be a super interesting presentation, I think. So without further ado, even louder than you were a minute ago, let's welcome Kyle to the stage.
Can everybody hear me without the mic? No? Okay, all right. All peas. Listen, that was exciting stuff. But you know what really gets me excited? Cycling. She brought it up. I am a cyclist. I've been doing it since 2000. I was a Navy pilot and retired after 26 years just last year, a year ago, almost to the date. And cycling became my way of getting physical fitness, and I loved it. And the truth is, America is starting to love cycling again too, to the tune of commuter cycling is growing by 62% across the nation since the year 2000. I love that. Everybody else loves that. But here's something that I don't love. And it's a little graphic, so if you want to turn your eyes, you can. Every year in America, and every 10 minutes, somebody is having a reportable injury on a bicycle. And every day, 2 people on a cycle are going to die due to motorist impact with a bike, just like you saw. Now, that gentleman you saw, luckily, was a survivor, and I myself have been in 3 different situations just like that, and have been hit as well on a bike by a car. I'm also a motorist, and so I wanted to do something that could improve my capabilities of riding safely and other people's capabilities of riding safely, while also making it easier for motorists to understand and see and be aware about cyclists as well. So, my story. I'm with my buddy from Iowa State, yeah, that's true. And we're in some little event you may have heard of called Ragbri. Yeah, that's me right there by the American flag. And we were looking at what everybody had on their bicycles, all these lights, bicycle computers, their smartphones, sometimes a bar, which I'm not, enthused about, but well, yeah, it was okay. So anyway, they had all these gadgets, and we did too. And even though we rode with a small team of 5 guys, and we were staying at people's homes, it was very difficult to plug everything in and get everything charged so that we could ride the next day, right? And so my buddy and I were like, why don't we figure out a way to incorporate all this into a bicycle and get all that technology that is getting smaller, faster, better, using less power requirements into a bicycle frame itself. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And you know what we did? We tabled it. And about 4 years ago from that point, this was in 12, here I am now. We brought it back up. He introduced me to the Iowa Startup Accelerator. We put in our application, and lucky for us, we're now in the program. So to introduce myself, I'm Kyle Gatzmeyer. I'm the CEO of AMP Cycles. I'm a 26-year Navy veteran pilot. Very little to zero business experience up until this point. And the accelerator has done a dramatic maturation for me as a business owner. Probably would still be floundering around for at least another year to get to where I'm at right now if it wasn't for the program. My teammate is Nick DePuilin. He is my self-taught media guru and savant, and without him I would really be floundering because as my cohort folks know, I am not a computer guru. All right, so what we've been doing. We conducted CDIs, customer discovery interviews, with folks from all demographics, whether they're here in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids. We talked to a lot of cyclists in the local area here, but I've also reached out and talked to commuter cyclists in major metropolitan cities, New York, Chicago, Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, to name a few. And across the spectrum, where it's male or female, whether it's a baby boomer, millennial, or Gen Xer like myself, 2 things really came out as huge issues for cyclists. And that was, am I being seen by the motorist? And can I know what's going on around me? So safety and security were huge, huge issues. So that fell right in with our mission. We want to increase the safety and security of cyclists while also increasing mutually the situational awareness of motorists and cyclists on those shared roadways. Our solution is pretty novel and it's very ambitious actually. So we're going to build intuitive brake light systems so that when the bicycle recognizes a deceleration moment, it will go from a flashing light to a steady bright, just like your brake lights on your car. We are also going to build integrated turn signals. So now you can keep your hands on the handlebars, maintaining control, while also communicating to the cars in a language that they understand. Virtual rear view mirror. Through wireless technology, we're able to stream video from a rear-facing camera to your smartphone so that you can have complete idea of what's coming up from behind you and still be able to maintain your line of sight in your direction of path. We'll have forward and rear cameras so that not only can you capture incidents like what we saw at the beginning for insurance or reporting purposes, but also for social media. If you want to put something up, you're having fun with a group of friends or whatever, that you can bring that up and put that on your site. And then, last but not least, what we want to put in is basically an OnStar-like capability into the bicycle itself. So it can communicate to cars saying cyclists approaching, while also you're able to have that notification tree capability should you be in a situation where you become incapacitated as a cyclist. And so, and also having that GPS location to get EMS and everybody else to your location, as well as bike theft. So we want to help stop that, have a little GPS chip in there so that if you get notified on our app, it will tell you, hey, your bike is on 9th and Vine and traveling north, and you can call 911 and get it back. So, and that's where we're at. So today, this is our minimum viable product. We're literally going from idea to physical entity. This is a Raspberry Pi computer platform that we've got a camera taped, or it's a computer taped to the camera that we're going to use as that rear-facing camera. And if you can see, that screen on the smartphone is actually talking wirelessly with this computer right there. That's just the power wire. It's not connected to the computer. But you can see the gentleman is actually taking a picture of my developer holding up the camera. And that's where we're at today.